Hi, I'm Beth Littlejohn, and my project was really a game design utilizing lesson plans to help children learn. My unit I selected was an Earth Science unit for the 5th grade with a spotlight on the Georgia Performance Standards. Here's my write-up, and here's my unit. I listed the standards for the Georgia GPS, the scientific habits standards, the National Education Technology standards that would apply to this lesson. I created the enduring understanding and the essential questions for the entire unit. Vocabulary for all the lessons is listed. Then, this is a teaching session. I will introduce using a Kahoot, and I'll show you that Kahoot now. This is a 20-question Kahoot. I always like to display the game pin in case somebody gets bumped off or they fall off. I like to randomize things. I like to randomize the order of the answers because when I create it, I always put the answer in the first slot. That way I know which one to mark quickly and I don't have to think about it. The next thing you're going to see, if you're not familiar with Kahoot, is you're going to find the game pin and you are going to access this site on your mobile device. You can do it on a computer if you choose to.
We are learning Georgia regions, yes we are, yes we are. We are learning Georgia regions, yes we are, yes we are. We are learning.
Okay, so I have an introductory thing, and here goes my game
We have
pin.
5 Georgia regions, yes we do, yes we do. We have 5 Georgia regions, yes we do, yes we do.
Next thing I have to enter a nickname.
We have 5 Georgia regions, we have 5 Georgia regions, yes we do, yes we do.
And you will see right here, that's where I am. Okay, so now we're ready to start. And this is how the play goes. Which part of the earth is divided into plates? On your mobile device, you would see a red triangle, a yellow circle, blue with a hexagon, and a green with a square. And divided into plates, that is the crust. So I answered that. On my mobile device, it tells me that I'm correct. Next, notice that I am awarded points. These points indicate correctness and speed. You don't get points just for speed. You have to be correct as well. Also on my mobile device, it tells me I'm correct. There are 4 to 5 people listed here, and we'll do one more question. Okay. Okay, you see I marked it wrong. It shows me that I got it wrong. Somebody got it right. Notice I got no points for it. Now, when it comes up, I want to end the quiz and show you what Kahoot does after you end the quiz. End quiz now. And I win. Here are the feedback and results. You get to vote if you learned something. And I'm happy. So these ratings show this is an average. Final results, it shows here. Then I can download the results. It puts it in a nice, neat spreadsheet. In Excel. Sorry, I could not open this prior to. Grand. Usually this works just fine. This time it didn't. Okay. Back to the lesson plan. So this is an introductory thing. The students are going to do it in small groups. They can discuss. They have a long period of time. They have a long period of time to select their answers so they can work cooperatively on that. I will tell them that they will have a Kahoot that will assess their learning. The next thing we'd do is we're going to create landforms in a tub. They're going to do their vocabulary using an interactive notebook. I'll give them a graphic organizer, and they're going to put that in their interactive notebook. And they're also going to do a reading. The following session in science, and we don't do science every day, so it might be 2 days, I will assess their learning from this first unit. And that Kahoot is this one. And it plays the same way. You can see here the questions are all there. Notice that they only have 20 seconds to answer. I want to assess their learning. Every student will have their own device for this Kahoot. That way, when I do the download into the Excel spreadsheet, I will get real data that I can use to assess them. The spreadsheet uses, it just didn't work. The spreadsheet tells me the questions, and it also tells me the answers that the student gives. So I can group students in dynamic groups to do some remediation if that's needed. That's really, really good if you're working with math. This kind of remediation, I might not do small groups. Other portions of my lesson, I have YouTube videos for them to watch. Plickers. Plickers is an activity using cards. Students do not have to have a device for this, only the teacher or only the person who's going to be doing the scanning of the cards. The teacher or the responsible adult who made the Plickers prints the cards prior to the session and enters the questions. Students hold their QR codes with a special orientation, and the orientation is on there. It says ABCD. According to that orientation and the scan using an iPad or a tablet, you will get a readout. You will also get an analysis based on the students and their answers. I'll use BrainPop, question and answer. I'll use an online assessment for that as well. BrainPop has their own assessments built in. They'll enter their answers through My Big Campus, and it's automatic grading. We'll do the Georgia Region song again that you heard. They'll do a hands-on activity doing a map. And then my final is each small group will create their own Kahoot, covering all the material. They will be provided a rubric ahead of time. I will review those Kahoots. They will go back and revise as needed, and then we'll play those games. So the assessment will be, did they do their Kahoot using the rubric? And then I'll give them an average of the scores for all the Kahoots that were created. And that's my lesson. Sorry it was so long. I hope you enjoy. I hope you learn to use Kahoot. It's really a good thing.